Hello, hello, hello. This is AndyGold, and I just want to welcome you to one of the AndyGold Talks sessions that I'm going to be doing as a regular basis. Just basically where I talk and maybe answer questions to people if they write into me. And I'm going to be setting up a channel for people to come and talk to me, leave questions in videos and things. Or even just write to me an email, so it's private to them, and ask me questions about business and affiliate marketing and things like that. Sessions that I'm going to be doing as a regular basis. Just on a speaker fault there. It's coming back over. All right, so yeah, iPro. The iPro business is something that I started a while back, a few months ago, and it's doing okay for me. And it's affiliate marketing, really, and the whole thing about the iPro business is it teaches you, it's a system that teaches you how to do affiliate marketing. Now, you get into this iPro business at lots of different monetary levels, and I like to just tell it as it is and just to bring it straight up, that you can get in for as much as about $2,500, maybe $5,000. I think is the highest one, $5,000, $2,500, coming right down. What about? I think there's a $97, there is a $47, and a $19.95, and all these different levels that we have are obviously have different levels of training in them. And depending on what level you want to get in at in the business, you can actually bring yourself to a point of earning some money. You can earn income, just like any standard affiliate marketer can, by promoting links for the actual iPro business. And you get into the iPro business, and you'll get this video training that's all in the back office waiting for you. And so, like, you're getting at the 1995 level. It's what we call the big biz, it's the big blueprint, commission blueprint. So the big commission blueprint is really one where it's for the starting level, where you're just beginning to learn affiliate marketing, and you might go straight into grabbing your link from JV Zoo and then promoting that, and you'll put it on your Facebook, on your Twitter page, and all your social marketing. One of the things I teach when people follow me, if you go to follow me at twitter.com/AndyGold, you'd see that I do a lot of social media marketing, and I'm an advertiser. I advertise for lots of businesses as I'm a marketer. That's what I really do. And I call myself the lazy marketer because I like to do the work once, and then basically, if you do the work once, you'll get the income from it time and time again. There's no such thing as residual income ongoing, because there's not a thing invented yet that I know of where you can go and do the job once and then get paid forever and ever and ever. All things drop off over a period of time. So if you develop traffic to a website and then don't go and do anything else with it over a long period of time, that traffic will drop off. One of the things I like to do, though, is I'd set do a video training and put it in one of my membership websites, and that makes money for me time and time again. So if I put training into, say, like my new site that's coming out, which is AndyGold Teaches, I do a course on whatever it is, might be Facebook marketing or Twitter marketing, or how to set up a website, how to run a gaming channel. Then what happens is that video will work for me over and over again and keep going. Many weeks. I could make a 1-hour video today. It could get watched tomorrow, the day after, the day after day. Even this video that I'm recording now as a Google Hangout, people can watch it over and over again and be able to, visit my links and anything that I put in the video description. So it becomes a tool as Google Hangouts becomes a tool for you to create literally a residual income, although there's no such thing, as I say, as a constant residual income. So for the foreseeable future, people will be able to watch this, and whilst it's still relevant, be able to follow the links. And I could be, sat in the garden drinking a beer, watching the F1 racing or whatever I'm doing, and my videos earning money. And that's how I like to come. That's why I like to call myself the lazy marketer, because I'll do stuff once, record it, and then put it in, to work for me at whatever various levels. For instance, with my membership website, will bring in $97 or $47 or $19.95 a month. Those are the different levels I have. And you can have dozens and dozens of members following you and paying you each month. And the content I've created already is just sat there on the website making money for me. And the first person that comes in, like I say, 10 months ago, somebody could have been watching video one, and today when someone gets in, 10 months later, somebody gets into the membership website and they start watching the videos, and they're at month one. So I've got another 10 months worth of videos, and I've done the work once. Over the last 10 months, I've been putting a video in every week, or 2 or 3 videos, and building up, a bunch of hours each week. And that has paid me time and time again, because then I could literally knock off. Eventually, people would get through the 10 months of training or 12 months of training, and then decide there's nothing left in the site for them to learn, and then drop out. Well, that's fine, because I've made one sale and I've had a year's worth of income from it. So that's how I and why I call myself a lazy marketer, and that's how I do my business. In that sense, record a video once, or even an email marketing program I made with a gaming channel I have. I'll try not to mention it, I think. But basically, I have this email program that talks about things in the game, in this game that I play. So it's a simulator game, and it gives all sorts of tips and tricks about how to, get the most enjoyment out of your game. And then what I did is, off the side of this newsletter that I had, which I had 26,000 people, I still got them actually on my website. About 600 of them had joined the email list initially, and I marketed to them, and then built that up. And it wasn't until I was getting to about maybe 5,500 people on my email list and about 26,000 members on the blog that I decided I would write a paid-for email sequence, which had special videos in it, and I'd upload videos and make one video and upload it unlisted, but only send the link out so no one else could find it apart from the people in the paid-for email. And the option I gave people was, you can pay me $12 a year, because it's $1 a month for the email club, or they could pay me $10. They could pay me $1 a month for a year, or they could pay me $10 in one go up front. And most people opted for the $10 in one go up front. And I've got 3,500 members basically that pay me $10 a month. So that's how you build a residual income, in a sense, because all I do is once a week I play a game, record a video, talk about something that's unique, and it's difficult sometimes to find something that's unique and interesting, but I seem to manage to do it, and then send it off to my list to upload the video. And it's a secret video that nobody else can find on the internet. And I do find other people making similar sorts of videos, because they must be, some of the people on my list must be people who are playing the games as well. And I've done lots of things like that over the years. So those are the type of things I do, which makes me the lazy marketer, in the sense that I will just put the work in to a video, 1 hour, one time, and then let that work for me over and over again. So coming back to iPros, it's very similar to that in the effect that I'm not even doing the work. In iPros, as in many other businesses, I have another business in the States as well, which is similar to iPros, but it's a bigger business. And basically, the training's already there, provided by other people. They've already done all the work. See, my main teaching site, that's my work. I've done all that. All the effort's been mine. But I also still teach and help other people who want to get into other systems as well. So I often get marketers coming to me, or people who are learning to market, and saying, how do you do this? How do you do CPA? How do you do a PPC? And I was in AndyGolds PPC classroom about 10 years ago. And one of the stipulations in there as a platinum member, which I am, is you have to be earning at least 10,000 a month. From your thing. So I was a platinum member there for a long time, and I've still got that membership as far as I know. I've got a lifetime membership now. I think a lot of the platinum members did get lifetime memberships, and the point being is, since then, the stuff I learned in PPC Classroom, I've been able to reteach it to people. All right, PPC has changed over the years and has died down to what it is, and it's now mainly Facebook marketing. But all that helps me progress into Facebook marketing and have the edge over people who are just brand new to it and coming in with Facebook marketing for the first time. So, still being the lazy marketer that I am, I would promote someone else's course and products as an affiliate marketer. They're doing the work, and all I'm doing is promoting the link. But the way I do it, again, is in an email or I'll spend 20 minutes writing an email or an hour writing an email series or a short email series, maybe 7 or 8 emails. And I can do that wherever I am. I can do it while I'm sat in my car waiting for my wife while she's in the shops. I can do it on a laptop. I can do it in a notebook. I often like to use the old-fashioned pen and paper, so I'll do it in a notebook. Or I can, I sit when it's quiet, nighttime, 2 a.m. I'll be playing a game for a little while. Come off GTA 5 and I'll think, I'll just write a little quick email sequence. And that's 3 o'clock in the morning when I finish with my mates playing. And by 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm still writing, but I've got this fabulous little email sequence going of about 30 or 40 emails that I've written, and they all interlink. And they'll say, this is what's coming in 3 days' time. This is what's coming in 4 days' time. And, do you remember what I said 2 days ago in the email? So people can follow it and it's a story. And I like to do stuff like that because those make well, it gives me a sense of achievement anyway, and it's what I enjoy doing. So I enjoy writing. I'm an author as well, and I do write little books and things, and a lot of business materials. I've written a lot of PDF books, ebooks and things, as well as I've been writing children's books just recently. Pardon me. I've had a tickly cough all day. But the point being is that being a lazy marketer, you do the work once and you'll get paid for that work over and over again. So I've got email sequences that I wrote 10 years ago that are still working for me today, to this day. And I haven't found anything to beat them yet. And basically, you do a swipe list where you take all the best lines that are in your email box. So there's a trick for you. To give you a little bit of value from this video, especially apart from the links that I'm going to give you in the video to my iPro's business. But if you want to build an email list, the first thing you've got to do is really get a good professional autoresponder. And some people swear by GetResponse, others swear by Aweber. I think they're both about the same, to be honest with you. But I prefer Aweber. I did have GetResponse a while ago for a short time, but I already have Aweber, and I've had Aweber for many years, so I'm an Aweber aficionado. And in Aweber, you can do this in GetResponse as well, I'm going to tell you about. You can actually get Aweber to host the form for you. So you create a form, an email capture form, and get them to host that form. It's all about the money's in the list. So I've got to back up a little bit and say everything is about, you've heard me talk about email several times, and the money is in the list, and it really is. And basically what you do is you start off a topic, a theme on a blog or a website or a social media site like Facebook, Twitter, You know, it used to be MySpace. It's you know, Pinterest and all them types of places. They can all help you bolster your traffic and bring your traffic to you, because they're the places where you get your traffic from. And you've got to bring them to a central point, like a hub, which is your website. Now, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a website, because if all else fails, you can go for a blogspot one, a Google free blog. And those are better, actually, I believe, than the WordPress.com sites. Because if you go for a free WordPress.com site, you don't get all of the love from Google as you would if it's a blogspot blog. I used to have Squidoo and hub pages, and then I progressed into WordPress, but I've always had blogspot blogs, and some that I've had for many years are still running to this day. The thing about them is that they're protected by Google. They look after them. You don't have to worry about hackers and things like that. I think I've only ever had one problem, and that was with a business that decided that it wanted to use the name I was using, and stood all over me and pulled the name off me, and Google let them have it. And I complained to hell and high water about it. But Google have this policy, you know, no correspondence entered into, their word is final and all that business. But yeah, starting with a free blogspot blog, you can have a home to call your own on the net, and that's where you bring together your Facebook and your Twitter and everything else. Then you progress maybe out to experimenting with WordPress. Now, if you've already been running websites, getting your own hosting and everything else is the thing to do, and learning to set up a website properly. But this all takes time and money. There are plenty of free ways you can learn to do it. You could get yourself a free hosting account somewhere like x10hosting.com, and that's a free hosting account where you can go in and you can play with the cPanel, and you can practice deleting files and installing WordPress and learning how to set up a website. And you learn all the intricacies actually from me, because I teach that sort of stuff. The difference between installing a quick install WordPress site or getting one from WordPress.com, which is even worse, because all the hackers know all the file paths in a WordPress site. Literally all of the file paths are called WP and then a number, so they've only got like 2 digits to guess. You know, you've only got, what, 99 choices, haven't you? And then you've got all of the digits maybe. And one of the things you do is you create longer file paths when you're setting it up manually, so it becomes much more difficult for them to crack the code and know where the file paths are. Then even if they do get in and they find the file paths, there's what you call codes that it's the API WordPress.org. They do a salt codes, and the salt codes, or the salts as they're referred to often, they allow you to encrypt parts of your website to make them literally military grade, locked down, so people can't get into them. Things like your MySQL database and your actual other things in your website that you need to keep security wise. There's your authority links. There's it. Anyway, I'll show you them in a future video when I'm taking a mind to. But basically, you need to build a website that's secure. Now, when you're building a website on something like Blog or Blogspot, it's not yours. It's a free blog. It belongs to Google, and they could at any time just change and say, "Look, we don't want to do this anymore," or "We want to install these other scripts that put all our advertising all over it." At the moment, you can choose whether or not you want your advertising in, and when you set your layout, you can actually put in things like, little. It's like plugins with WordPress, but you pull in these little plugins that will sit in the sidebar or in the footer or in the actual post area, and they will make the website work differently. For instance, if you want to show a widget from Twitter, this Twitter widget will actually pop up in the sidebar, and it'll be able to put all your posts in for Twitter. And all you have to do is just go and be logged into your Twitter account or your Facebook account or wherever you want to be logged into, get the app, the respective app that fits that Twitter, and then just say authorize, and it'll pull in all your tweets. So that when you post a tweet to Twitter, it'll bring that tweet back to your blog. And what that does is it pre-populates your blog and keeps it all looking different, because you've got different tweets, posts going to your Facebook, different tweets going to your Twitter site. They all make your website look different. Often I get people say to me, "Okay, that thing that's about three things down on your website, can you tell me what it is?" No, I can't, because I don't know myself. I haven't been there, and I don't know what the website looks like. Although I built it, because I might have some banner advertising in place, which is a standard thing. I have a couple of other businesses as well that advertise on literally all of my sites. One of them is my, I call it AR, Andrew Reynolds, my AR banners. And that business is another guy like myself who's a trainer, a British guy as well, and he trains, and he has just sent me a couple of tickets, free tickets actually, VIP tickets. I'll go and get them just a second. I'll bring them back to the camera. Yeah. So what I received today. This sent me a free ticket. So Andrew Reynolds, and you'll see him on my blog and my websites. And Andrew Reynolds is a guy who taught me a lot of my stuff. And I was at one of his boot camps in 2009 at the O2 Arena. Andrew Reynolds is a multi-millionaire, 50 million pounds he made. Do what he does. Basically, so he's got his new sales letter he sent me, and he sent me a ticket. This is it says register free ticket.co.uk, and it's specifically got he said to me, yeah, we tested a brand new mobile-based business, 3,500 a day, and this is at, I think it's at York. He was telling me about this last time we spoke, on a hangout. I think it was talking free ticket anyway. It says free ticket. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, yeah. So I have lots of different business contacts like that, and I use those, and I market for this guy. As I have an affiliate link with this guy, and he has lots of different products, so I sell lots of his products, and those are links from my blog. So I've sort of like got with this other guy who's a multi-millionaire, and I can sell his stuff, and all I have to basically do is just go and say, listen to this guy on my blog, just click this banner and go and listen to him talk. And he was W.H. Smith's it's a British store, W.H. Smith's bestseller, one of his books, copied this idea. And anyway, that's basically what I do as a lazy marketer, and I just I'll go on a webinar or I'll go on a hangout like this, and I'll talk for a while, and hopefully after I've talked for long enough, you'll see that I know what I'm talking about and I can make money, and you want to do the same and see what I can teach. And I was a teacher for many years. I was for 35 years. I don't think I look my age. I'm 53, but for 35 years I was a professional music teacher, so I was taught to teach. And when you're taught to teach, it's music as well. I think one of the hardest subjects to learn to teach someone, because you can't teach somebody to have an ear for music. You know, it's really difficult in that sense. You've got to, unless they've got a lot of talent, then it becomes really easy to teach them. But basically, when you're taught to teach music, you can teach anything, I believe. You know, it's about putting over a concept or a you know, a theory in a certain way, or changing those different ways that you teach somebody so that they get it, because people learn in different modes. They're learning visual, auditory, or kinesthetic modes. They can be doing it, or they could be seeing it, they can be hearing it. It depends on how they take it, all different combinations of those. Some people can hear it and do it, and they'll be able to, you know, practice and make it perfect, and be able to perfect their performance. And it's the same with teaching anything, really. If you practice makes perfect. We used to say proper planning prevents poor performances, and you get your planning in there, so that's where your teaching comes in. So you're taught and taught correctly to learn how to do something, and then we have repetition is the mother of skill. You repeat it over and over again. You practice it. So repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. And you do that over and over again when you're doing something. If you're playing a guitar riff, you would play it over and over again. If you're going to be doing public speaking, just do lots of public speaking. If you're going to be doing, you know, affiliate marketing, do lots of affiliate marketing. But learn from every mistake you make. How could I improve this? You know, how can I make that better? Anyway, we want to see if we can wrap this up now and bring in the little link at the side there if I can. I don't know where I can get that from. We've got a link at the side of the video somewhere. Yes, if you can see that link, I don't know. There's a message, but if you're watching this afterwards on the YouTube, I'll put the link in the description. There it is. You can click that link, and that'll take you to an invite for a Monday night training, which we're doing with Dean Holland and Associates, and we will show you how to make some money and introduce to you in more detail the iPro system. But it's all about doing the work once and doing the work right. If you're going to do the work once and do the work right, you will have income. It's simple as that. You learn how to do something, you know, a certain way. You do the same thing that I'm doing, and you will start making money. You know, if you drive a car, you get in and you move. Your wheels go around. You get from A to B, wherever that is. You've just got to learn to control it to get it from where you are, to where you want it to be. And it's just the same with any type of thing. It's just a vehicle. This business, this iPro business, is just a vehicle to get you from A to B. And you know, if you just want to sit there with the engine revving and don't put it in gear, and you don't learn that you've got to put it in gear and drive it, and turn the steering wheel and get it to go around the corners and move it along and gain the speed and the momentum, and then stop when required and all the rest of it. If you don't do those things, you'll end up in a pile-up, you know. So you've got to learn how to control the vehicle. So what we teach you is how to control this vehicle, which is internet marketing, to make you money. And it's about, you know, just getting from A to B in this vehicle. Everything's a vehicle. If you look at everything, even your body is a vehicle. You have got one body to get you through life. Why do people become, you know, ill, and why do they become out of shape and, you know, get ill and die? It's because they don't look after themselves. They don't get enough sleep. That's the first thing. They don't drink enough water. They eat incorrectly, and then they don't exercise enough. And when all them things are done together, it compounds itself and ends your life sooner. So people die about 35-year-old. You know why they've died? Because they haven't looked after themselves, unless they're being run over by a bus, of course. But then that's a different issue. But looking after yourself, look after that vehicle, because it's your only vehicle you've got to take you through life. You can't get a new one. It's on its way to the scrap heap, but you can't get a new one. Just like a car, brand new car, somebody's saying, sat in a brand new car, nobody's sat in the seat. He's the first person who've ever broke the leather. I said, well, you're on there, because there was a guy in it to drive it out of the factory. There was another guy who drove it onto the back of the lorry. It was probably a different guy to the guy who collected it in the lorry, because they're loaded up at the factory onto the backs of these trailers, and the guy comes along in his lorry and he picks the trailer up and then he drives off. And then it's not until he gets to the other end when the lorry driver with his fat hairy bum gets in the seat, and he drives it off there and he drives it into the garage showroom, and then somebody else gets into it, a spotty-faced young kid gets into it, and he drives it around the showroom floor. So until it's, been sat in about 4 times. So, I burst his bubble there. But the thing is, you've only got one vehicle to get you through life, and that's your body. Just like a car, if you look after it, it'll last you a long time. A business, if you look after it, it'll last you a long time. If you just get into this business and you don't do anything with it, you leave it like a car, you leave it parked at the side of the curb, and you don't go out there and clean it, clean all the bed muck off it, all the paint will get all bed soil over it, and that penetrates the paint, and then it starts to go rusted, and it'll fall to bits sooner. If you don't look after yourself and keep yourself exercised and eat the right things and drink plenty of water and go to sleep and get enough sleep on time, and go to bed on time, you'll end up ruining your body and damaging your health. And some of it's irreparable. It's like sticking a pen in your ear or stabbing your eye. You can't repair those sort of things. Once damage is done to your heart and your lungs with smoking, you can't really repair it. You can stop the damage, and you might recover some of your health, but you'll never recover 100%. So you've got to learn how to control your body. You've got to learn how to control a car. You've got to learn how to control a business. And if you can get them 3 things under control, you should have a successful life and earn a lot of money. Yeah. So it's not rocket science, really. I think I do okay. I haven't been out the house to work for anyone else for the last 10 years, and I enjoy that. That I can roll out of bed, walk down the stairs, and I'm at work. That's my journey to work. And I actually get upset when people ask me to do things for them, like driving them around, because especially it seems to be in the traffic. My daughter asked me today, can I go and pick her up from work and drive her home because she wasn't feeling very well? Well, you see, if I'm not feeling very well, I'll sit down and lay down on the couch for a while. It's very rare that I'm not feeling. I feel fine all the time, so. But I have my back done 3 to 4 times a day. My wife walks on my back like that Japanese method. And then I sit there playing games all day. I drink plenty of coffee, and I have, I play games all day, and I do what I want. And I prefer that to working for a living. So if you want to be like me, you could come along and join me. If you want to find a link to come and follow me, I'm going to be setting up a website. It'll be up this weekend, which is we're currently at the 15th of July. If you go along to AndyGoldTeaches.com, that's all one word, AndyGoldTeaches.com. By Saturday, the site will be up, or there will be something there for you to be able to put your email address into, and we'll take it from there. This has been AndyGold. You can follow me also at twitter.com/AndyGold. And hopefully we'll get you making some money soon. Okay? Thank you very much, and I'll catch you later.